Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
the man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies vs. the World is a podcast every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World, 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello. Hello, how are you? And welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World 9/19/23 edition. Ooh, featuring Shane Mercer, the Iron Beast in the house this evening. I am PK with the Blvd Bullies. Iron Demon,
yes,
Iron
indeed.
Beast.
He's all of those things wrapped in one, okay?
Iron Beast was the tag team.
Iron Beast was the tag team.
Beast, yeah. But he is the Iron Demon.
I didn't look at my research.
Sick intro.
Yeah.
Sick intro. I like to let Shane Mercer take his time getting to the ring because of that music.
I'm joined by my co-hosts and statisticians, my information superhighway, the epicenter of the brain neuro waves, helping me figure out the nickname of today's guest. Thank you so much, gentlemen. First and foremost, we have
cheers to you, Patrick.
Bad
Cheers.
Take Bry, the merch guy.
One punch.
Hello, everybody.
One punch right to your face. What do you got? That cup full up of bad take juice ready to go?
Modelo, Pina, Picante.
Pina Picante Modelo.
And
AKA Lucifer juice.
It's a little spicy. It's nice.
Lucy juice. Hey, and you know who else we have? The man who went and got his master's degree in deathmatch sciences.
Yes, he did.
And he can't perform the surgery.
Columbia University.
He can't perform the surgery to fix any, athletic injuries, but any kind of gash or puncture. I mean, he'll put some pressure on that for you. The deathmatch doctor, DMD. Ringside Sean.
What's up, guys? Feels like it's been forever.
And last and certainly not least, we have a former boat owner, a man who
I sold it.
A man who won the Showcase Showdown. He went on his mom's birthday with his mom to The Price is Right, and he went all the way and outshone Drew Carey as well. I feel like you're growing hair somehow. Your hairline is getting lower each week. Look at that beautiful do. Ladies and gentlemen, my wrestling father, Larry the Legend. Hey.
Pat, first of all, shout out all the magnificent Virgos in the stratosphere. My mom, all of y'all, Vince McMahon, Beyonce. Shout out all of y'all that are having birthdays right now. And coincidentally, I took my mom out there for her birthday. But my mom and I actually appeared on The Price is Right on A.R. Fox's birthday. September the 5th was the actual date. So that will always go down in history. And thank you for that intro each and every week. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hey, Larry, could you do what's the guy's name again? The Iron Demon. Could you do the Iron Demon Shane Mercer introduction? Can you give us a little taste of what you do? You said before that it was a great introduction, and he is going to be a guest on the show, so I'd love a little taste.
So when I said it was a sick introduction, I think I was referring to that theme. I don't know if it's Tech 9 or it's some gangster rapper, Sean, you might know, but the point of it is that it has almost like a Gregorian choir. It's got this choir in the back of it. But you're right, Pat. He does have a sick intro because he's given me stuff to chew on. So Shane Mercer hails from his own personal hell. So to all y'all
Him and I
up-and-comers
both.
out there, yes, Pat, and that's what I'm saying. That's what makes me empathize with that intro. If I come up to you in the back and I say, "Yo, where are you from?" and you're like, "Easton, PA."
My own personal hell.
Yeah, bro, give it to Larry Legend. Give it to Larry Legend.
I like the
You know,
idea
and then
of
he gets
somebody. I'm sorry. I like the idea of somebody saying that to you, not like looking excited about it. Just like it's just an off the cuff. Yeah, my own person. They're just miserable.
It's so funny that you say that because that's exactly how when I went up to him and I first approached him, he's like from his own personal hell. Like
it's just where I'm from.
Personal hell.
Yeah, it's where I reside.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I love that. I love the theme, and I love that he does this thing that I don't even know how to do. Brian, I bet you know how to do it. It's when you bring your love of Satan together. He gets up on the top rope and he takes his hands.
It's the fucking.
Well, he like crosses.
He
It's
crosses.
this,
Does some
but
shit.
it's
We'll get him to show us. We'll get him to show us.
Yeah, it's a pentangle. I've tried to do that for years. I can't do it. You got to be fucking kin to the goat to do it. But he does that. So whenever he does that, I announce it from his own personal hell and the Iron Demon. All of those things are things I love to embellish as an announcer and things that I think help me make me legendary. You know, like if you're just from wherever and you're just whoever, I mean, who gives a fuck? You're Orange Cassidy. I want to announce, from his own personal hell, the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer. And it's a sick intro because my given last name is Mercer. A lot of people, if you followed my ROH career, I was not Larry Legend while I was in ROH. Whenever I was backstage correspondent, the lower third said Larry Mercer.
Sounds like a porno name.
That's, it's very...
Brian, why would you say that?
Because it does.
Hello to everybody in the chat. How are you?
The game we used to play when we were kids was your middle name and the street you grew up on was your porn name. Your middle name and the street you great on.
No. Todd Union is mine.
What is it? Todd Union?
I'm Scott Union. That's pretty good.
Great porn name. Who are you, Pat?
I mean, I don't have a good one. I have like mine is like James Park Lane South.
James South.
James South.
But really, the name of the street was Park Lane, and South was really just the direction.
James Park Lane.
So,
James Lane.
James Lane's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I feel like you guys are just making them porn. You're just going around the rules to make them sound porny.
Well, I mean, it's natural for me. Mine would be LeVar Ferndale.
Nice. That's a good one.
That's great.
Who's at the door? Levon Ferndale.
Sounds like a player I would start on fantasy football, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, do you have a middle name?
Yes, Martin.
Well, what's your first street you grew up on?
Cherry.
Martin Cherry, dude.
Martin Cherry.
Drop your middle name and the street you grew up on in the chat, guys. Thank you so much. Look what you guys have started.
Martin Cherry.
First bad take of the night, James Conway. I feel like if somebody says to you two names, like, hey, name A, B, and you respond with, that sounds like a porn name, you'll always get somebody to agree. James Conway.
Yeah,
that sounds like a. What about Long Dong Larry Mercer? That's probably the OG.
I like that.
That's his real name.
LDLM.
Mental note, ask Shane Mercer what his porn name is. Thanks, said. Shout out to everybody who's watching, all of our regulars. I see you. Demonetization still happening. Remonetization perhaps coming. Keep an eye out for that if you want to support the channel. You can always go on Big Cartel and buy a t-shirt and things of that nature. Lots of deathmatch drama in the last 24 hours. Brian.
We might as well just make this a deathmatch drama show.
Well, I don't know if you've realized, but it has become one. First hour deathmatch drama. Second.
What were you going to say?
I was going to tell you to tell
There's
me.
a lot in the last. There's been a lot.
You sounded like you had a specific drama that you were going to speak about. The only one that I can think of is Necro Butcher rubbing Akira's feet.
There's also Kid Bandit. Oh,
he's hurt.
Tournament of Death.
Yes.
Injury.
Yes,
that's not really
a
drama. It's more dramatic.
the possible torrential downpours as the Boulevard Bullies take a step into the weather field this time. It's supposed to rain this weekend, guys.
A repeat of fucking No Holds Barred the first night.
Oh boy.
When we were but there was a shed for that though.
My own personal hell is being in the van with Brian and Shannon for 3 hours on the way to Delaware. So just call me Shane
gonna be
Mercer.
a lovely fucking time, and it's going to be a bonding experience.
It's gonna rain.
El Nino's on its way, guys.
We're gonna bond.
And we know, of course, that is Spanish for the Nino. Hey, Brian, what's the deathmatch drama? Come on, lay it on me. I haven't been paying attention. I've just been reading.
I was just thinking about him.
I can't really think of Tournament of Death is happening. That I can't think of anything bad that I mean.
Kid Bandit's out of it.
Yeah, but that's not drama. God. That's just news. That's just news.
Dude, there's all
not
kinds
juicy
drama.
news.
There's all kinds of.
I think it's very interesting that Necro Butcher and Akira are just hanging out. They're like two opposite human beings, and they're just like getting along in Japan. I think that's awesome.
Okay, was there a Circle 6 show?
I don't think so. There was a New Fear City show.
How'd that go?
I was there.
Oh, how'd it go, Larry?
Look like it was.
It was a lot. It was It's not that there was less people. It's that it was more space.
Yo,
it bombed.
Yeah. It wasn't as many people.
Brian was telling me
Eric Ryan dropped. He was supposed to wrestle Cass in a Bring Your Own Taipei match, and he bailed.
And also
something happened.
Gabe Sky as well.
Gabe Sky.
So that killed the draw.
Cruel. I mean, that was unannounced. But Cruel showed up was pretty cool. But there was still the crowd was cool. Like it was for every no ring I've ever seen. You know how like the crowd usually crowds around the no ring death match that's happening, and it's like a pit area,
right? Like a big circle.
Was, like everyone, it was like people were standing.
Yeah, we get it. It bombed. When the show bombed, there was nobody there. We get it. What were you telling me before about Rob Black and his opinion of no ring? Given that he just put on a suit.
Rob Black was more or so saying that no rings are not so cool anymore. They're just more mainstream. It's not that they're not cool. They're less underground punk rock and more hot topic mainstream kind of thing. Everybody's doing them, not just Cass.
What's your take on that, Pat? You're somebody who's like had your like, yeah, but you've had your foot in like the no ring like way before everybody started swimming and backpedaling in it. So it's like for you to see it like start from where it's at. So like how like people are doing it nationwide now. Where do you see it? Is it something that's begun to become more like watered down, or is it like getting better in a way?
You know something? I'm always going to be honest with you here on this show. And I hate that you're going to make me do this, but I am going to have to once again side with Cass and say that the only no-ring shows that suck are the ones that he don't put on. And the only haters are the ones who have tried and failed. And, you know, yeah, some shows have less than others, and I've refereed and ring announced those empty ones as well. But you know what? Even those empty ones, it's still a real treat for those involved. And so, yeah, is no ring lame? I mean, the only thing that makes it lame is Cass himself, but his shows are popping. And anybody else who tries usually does hate on it and says that it's lame and beneath them because they just didn't do it right. And I'll tell you something else. Long ago, when everybody was saying that it was beneath them, a few guys, you know, noticed it. It caught some steam. So, like, Tremont went out there and was like, it's not beneath me. Masada went out there and was like, it's not beneath me. And that's before it was cool, quote unquote. So that's just my
Dude, I said it. Pat, I'm right with you. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I hate to do it. You see how my mood goes down when I have to be complimentary.
Yeah. Well, let me outside you moonsault off of that.
Please do.
Cass does it right because Cass adds elements of not wrestling shit during these things. So rather than sitting there and watching match after match after match, you get me out there, okay? And I'm a show all in myself. Then you get the bitches fucking, you know, playing music and the bitches fucking popping their pussy. Then you get your first match.
Larry, please don't talk like that. You're going to get Brian all riled up.
You're gonna get me in trouble, Larry.
All I'm trying to illustrate is that Cass does it right, and Pat, you were right on the money. Others have tried to capitalize on what it is that he does, the vibe that he tries to create.
Right.
Number one, they don't get me because I'm critical. Okay. And Pat, when you were doing it, you held the torch. You know, that's an MC element of that show that makes it work. And you're right. I didn't have to tell people as often at the Meadows, create a perimeter around the action, watch out for the can. I didn't have to make that announcement because there was so much space that people could just kind of watch from afar. And quite frankly, they aren't wrestling fans. They aren't all Mittens and Josh Alba. No, Pat,
I'm just
there were people there.
But also,
I was there.
You know, also location. You know, when you have a venue in the middle of Brooklyn with a lot of fucking Brooklyn weirdos coming to, you know, as like a nightlife thing, anybody can look like a fucking genius and anybody can create a vibe with location. So let's back it up, beep a little bit, you know, because they're, you know.
Tender Trap.
Yeah.
Coco 66.
Now, ingenuity.
Lucky 13. Dude.
Ingenuity and ability.
He's in places. Right.
Ability to get it, great, but that's also location. All right, enough talking about this.
Yay, Cass.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, and you know what? Last time I said this, and I mean it this time. That's the last time I'm gonna say something nice.
Okay, let's stop talking about
any
Cass
of our
ever again.
enemies. Yes.
Okay, we don't know them. We don't know you.
Yeah, get the hell out of my friend's brains. Brian's just so, you know, he's just a student of the game. He's a steward.
He's sucking it up.
He's a shepherd. Shepherd of
he's a sponge.
Yeah.
I'm a goddamn vacuum and a sponge.
Yeah, and you see, you got Brian all riled up, Larry. Behind.
Well, I'm being well behaved.
The fans and viewers, thank you for watching. Comment below. Want us to address Demento versus Atticus Kogar upcoming match. I have something I want to say real quick about this because I thought about it the other day, and that question jogged my memory. What an asshole! You got to run on the day. You know, isn't he running on the day? Isn't that on the same day as TOD? Mm-hmm. You know, so if you're all about
there's two shows at H2O on the day of TOD.
No,
ETU is earlier in the day.
That's why you're not going to be there, Sean.
Yeah. And you know, if you're really all about the community, you're really all about the histrionics and fucking champions who came before you, and you're really all about it, you know, what are you doing? You know, you're dividing a fan base of about fucking 2,000 people. I'm going to make them decide which shows they got to go to. You know, it's fucking bullshit. If it was really about the community, you don't have to fucking, not everything's a fucking battle. You know, you could just let us have TOD, because, you know what I'm saying? It kind of annoys me.
Why not just run on fucking Friday?
Yeah, right. It just fucking annoys me. It annoys me.
Or Sunday, dude.
There's no reason. There's no reason to do that. And you gotta do this divisive shit. It's bullshit. You know, everybody can eat. As long as, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and wait, Sean, did you say ETU is also running on the day of Tournament of Death?
Yeah, ETU is 3 p.m. start time.
So ETU is the real opposition. They're the real
I guess so.
Well, this is the thing.
ICW starts at 8 p.m.
So
they were kind of like.
From my understanding, this show was already booked months ago, way before TOD was announced, and it was originally supposed to take place in the Hart Ballroom. I don't know if you guys remember that. Then something happened where Hart Ballroom wasn't happening. Show got put now to Williamstown, which is, I guess, closer to TOD, which will get the fans to the next show.
Well, that's not why they did it.
Not saying that why they did it, but I'm saying like people do have a chance to get to and from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if they have Brian driving.
I don't. I have signings to go do. I don't know.
All right, so let's get back on topic. Atticus Kogar, Danny Demento, the match that everybody's been clamoring for, finally taking place. Wow, you could cut the tension with a knife, and the excitement is at an all-time fever pitch. Brian, you must agree.
I think I mean, it's the most interesting storyline that they've done. But I don't know what to think of it. I don't know what to think.
Sean, do you know what you want to know what to think about it?
About the match?
Yeah, do you have a take?
Well, yeah, again, it brings us back to something we always revert back to in every episode: long-term storytelling in deathmatch wrestling. That's what it comes back to. This is something that's been building up to now. We've been seeing the tweets go back and forth.
Once Twitter is involved, it's a hot angle.
It's something's happening, yeah. And we worked our way to this weekend where we'll see them go at it in the chains. I know his brother's going to be there wrestling too.
Hey, and you know what? You're going to be right there with.
I'm going to be right there.
50 to 100 cards throughout the match, dabbing them and capturing Danny Demento's blood throughout, as only the doctor could do. Hey, just sanitize up. You know what I'm saying?
Blue gloves only, baby.
Yeah, nice. So that's pretty cool. Blood capturing weekend. And Larry,
what are your? I want to know your thoughts, Patrick. What are your?
I just said the storyline. I don't care. The story? What they're really mad at each other for a long time. Got it. That's the storyline. But basically, my take was just that I would rather have the entire community at TOD. I don't think that it takes away from anybody, But like you said, Sean, it was booked for a while. Larry, do you have a take on Atticus Kogar versus Daniel?
No take. I guess I was kind of involved because someone sent me some clip where Atticus was cutting a shoot promo on the outside, and he was like, hell, you can't even keep Larry Legend around. Where's he? Oh, that's right. You couldn't get him a flight to the UK. I remember someone sent me that.
Ripped from the headlines. Ripped from the headlines.
Yes, bro. It was like, I was like, whoa. Yeah. Well, that's accurate. That's 100% accurate.
He used real life in wrestling. He used the real life stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. I think he wore your merch during the promo. He wore Larry Legend shirt.
Oh, he did?
That part I didn't pick up on, but yeah. So I guess I'm helping. And Danny and I may not be as close or even friends anymore, but he, myself, and Brett Lauderdale love when there's just a twinge of fucking real to the fucking fight. Because you can't deny what Atticus said. I won't deny it. If anyone comes up to me and asks me about that promo, I didn't tell him to say it, but I won't deny that what he said was the fucking truth. So in a lot of ways, I'm an Atticus Kogar guy. So I definitely have a vested interest in Atticus fucking Danny up. And I hope, just like he made some real comments on the microphone, that he fires a couple real fucking bangers too.
Woo!
Like that shit a biggity bang, as if I were there. Because I know Danny ain't gonna fire back. He might sit on him. He might squash him with a fucking whoopee cushion, but he ain't gonna punch him back in the face.
RPW announced a no-ring show at a skate park. Do any of you know about this?
Is that the Dirty Ron thing, Brian?
No, RPW is not the Dirty Ron thing.
I have been wondering about my homies at RPW for a while now.
Well, there you go.
I really, really have.
There was some kind of there was some kind of shady shit that was going down. Someone was trying to steal their venue. Like Ron Nemi made a post about promoters stealing venues, and it was.
Yes.
I'm 99% sure it was ICW trying to run where RPW runs.
Where's this, in Chicago?
In Chicago, yeah.
Chicago.
Hey, sounds like some drama. Hey, shout out John Richter.
More drama than I thought.
Like Shattered Realm is playing. Everyone Against the Wall. Shout out John Richter for knowing Shattered
Big
Realm.
Johnny.
Shout out
Johnny.
Shattered Realm.
Rush.
Kings cannot fall, baby. Pat's own personal hell is.
Hey, y'all, real quick. Shout out fucking DJ Hyde for guest last week. How about that shit?
Great guest. Getting a lot of compliments.
Guy,
getting a lot about DJ as a guest. Yeah. Really nice guy. Was offered me, all but gave me the keys to the kingdom on commentary, Larry. I mean, you were sitting right here.
So it's gonna be you and Servino on commentary.
That's right.
He said Servino. He says ghosted him.
No call, no call, no show.
No call, no show.
No way.
Oh my God, could we have a full Blvd Bullies commentary team? Pat, could it be you and I?
That's what I was thinking. I think that we should all just sit there and bring our raincoats.
Let's bully the shit out of DJ.
Are you gonna Samoa Joe it up there?
Yeah, we're gonna be like Cole and Samoa Joe, basically.
The ponchos.
Yeah, ponchos. We're definitely getting ponchos, 100%. But I was thinking like, man, I haven't even thought about commentating, so I was thinking I got to come up with like a catchphrase to say, like, like how JR goes like, it's a slobber knocker, and like Tony Schiavone goes, it's Sting, and I was thinking like, I'd be like, oh my God, it's all that and a bag of salad, or like Jiminy jumping crackers, or fucking microwave toast on a piece of ham. Oh my, something wacky.
I think you're thinking too much.
I gotta think of something.
Slamming Salisbury's, it's slack.
Yeah, slamming Salisbury's.
Salisbury. You gotta
what
does
Aaron Kaplan say? What does Aaron Kaplan say?
Oh, it's holy moly cannoli.
Holy moly, yeah, dude. Yeah, so
holy moly cannoli is so good.
Jiminy Christmas.
No, holy moly cannoli sounds like a cheap attempt at shucky quack quack.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I need a shucky ducky cannoli.
No, you don't.
Yes,
what
I do.
I'm trying to tell you. You do not.
I need your suggestions. Let me know about. We're doing two things at TOD. I am coming prepared with a legal pad full of phrases just like that to say. I'm going to do all of my phrases, and Brian's going to be selling offensive signs. So if you want to, help me with my shucky ducky quack quack list that I will have prepared.
You guys should bring mad ponchos.
Because I'll tell you this, Larry, fucking Michael Servino, he's not coming with legal pads, and that guy's a lawyer.
But here's the thing, Pat. Like, you seem like you're setting yourself up to be the color. What if I were the color and you were the straight guy?
Well, I would need to know what the wrestlers look like then, which I don't.
Doesn't matter. When you see them, you say.
Oh, the guy with the black trunks. This guy with the shorts on.
You gotta comment on Mickey Knuckles' fishnets in a death match. You gotta comment on Atticus Kogar. Is Atticus at the tournament? So
Otis?
What
you're saying is that
there's a surprise. There's going to be a surprise. So it's probably not someone that's performing at ICW.
It's me. I'm actually wrestling.
Imagine it's DJ.
Yes. I hope he wins. I hope he wins it. It's the whole thing.
DJ is not in the physical condition to wrestle in the Tournament of Death this
That's
year.
what the field is thinking until he fucking lariats the hell out of every single one on his way to the top, bro. Come on now.
It's going to be Masada.
Salisbury sandwiches.
Pat, I don't want to commentate with you if you're going to be pulling this shit. I don't
I'm
want
just
you
looking for an angle.
I don't want you to look. What
would you rather I curse? Holy fucking shit!
You got to do a Super Troopers and say a funny curse word so I can see if anybody notices.
I absolutely
Okay, so that's what I'll do.
And what I was gonna say, what my fatherly advice would be to say is what I love doing. What I love doing is I love working like lyrics or fucking random things that only certain people will catch the reference. Like I'll often refer to the blood. I'll often refer to the blood as the red groovy.
Right.
I will often, when I'm commentating, I'll call the blood the red groovy.
So you got to think.
Only people who know Clockwork Orange are going to know that I'm talking about when blood is flowing. So rather than trying to be
pop culture references, I
want to be a shirt. I want to hashtag my thing that I said.
Oh, that's what I'll say. I'll appear to the kids. I'll be like, hashtag brutal. I'll just say hashtag something.
Salisbury.
Yeah, hashtag Salisbury sandwiches.
I like that.
No, I was actually doing that to be horribly cringy. So.
No, do that. Tell them to hashtag it. If you do that, what you just said, hashtag brutal, that's very OG Kevin Gill of you.
Yeah, maybe I got to study my OG Kevin Gill tapes. The only problem is that there's centuries worth of them. You know what I mean? So
Aren't you just as old as Kevin Gill?
I'm getting there. After this trip, I'm going to be double his age after our van trip.
You might be dead.
Our
Might
van
flip the
trip.
van.
I can't believe you're not going Deathmatch Doctor. You know what? The same way that I'm on Pat's ass about not going to shit, I gotta stay on you about
He's gotta be
this.
collecting.
I gotta
work.
What you mean? Listen, I got cards to get signed. And if you guys have not ordered, you guys are watching pwjcards.com. This weekend,
This
we're
guy's
getting
gonna be
Kobe
collecting the
Carino
blood.
signed. Dr. Redacted blood card. Danny Demento blood card. And we have an Alec Price IWTV exclusive heavyweight champion card. All these cards are getting done this Saturday at ICW and ETU. And yes, that's where I will be. Because I got to make that green.
All right.
It's
Doctor.
Schlack.
Okay. There you go. I like that. Yeah.
Send me some Shattered Realm lyrics to scream at commentary. And you know what else is going to happen? Like, we're going to make our way over to the table. And like, assuming it's not completely submerged at this point, but we're going to make our way over to the table. And even if they like give us the like, no, you're not like, we'll just be standing behind them, just talking very loudly. So just find our commentary. It will leak into their the commentator's commentary. We're just going to be standing behind them.
Or the way that I'd bully them is I would just take my phone and go live on Instagram and face it at them doing commentary, but commentate on them doing the commentary and how much better I would be.
But have like your back to the wrestling and just be shooting them from in front of the table,
Yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens, Deej.
Yeah. This is what happens when you make promises that your ass can't cash.
Gave us the green light.
Larry, you've been in Delaware before, right? How's the weather over there, rain-wise? Is this something that people can expect to be like a downpour, or is this something that passes?
I mean, it's interesting to think about, Sean, because usually when I'm in Delaware, it's in June. This is a rare thing that has happened with the last two Tournament of Deaths, where they haven't been in the heat of the summer. Yep. Tournament of Death is pretty much the kickoff of the summer of Ultraviolet.
Yes.
That's what it typically was.
All right.
Now, because of COVID, okay, like in everything now, Tournament of Death is a fall.
It's a
festival.
hoodie weather thing.
So, with that said, the only time I've been to Delaware during this season was for that one Tournament of Death that was called like I don't know what it was called, but it was like it was like Rewind or something. Right. Tournament of Death Rewind, and Thumbtack Jack fought Masada, but it was October. The point of it is it was October. And it was fall.
It was
foliage. Cold. Yeah, fall, cold, but there was no rain. So we were fine. There was no rain. It was just cold. This rain shit's going to be brand new for us all, brother.
Yeah. Oh, what a mess.
Well, the thing is that they're saying that this is the remnants of that big hurricane that like went up towards Nova Scotia last week. So there were two hurricanes that were about to smack together. They didn't. One wound up going up more north, and one just dwindling.
I wish
and now we got this one
green screen right
going this way and going more towards
meteorologist Sean.
Yeah.
And creating these waves that will eventually create, wind that eventually brings rainstorms. So we will see this weekend what happens as the Blvd Bullies take over Tournament of Death WrestleMania 20
with ponchos.
The only rain that we're going to need to worry about at the Markland's Little H's is a raining of blood.
Yes, absolutely.
With the Blade music playing.
Shucky ducky schlack schlack.
Wow, I like that.
That's it, Pat.
I like that.
That's it, Pat.
I like that.
I'm stealing these all from the chat. I haven't had an original idea since.
Shucky ducky schlack schlack.
Yeah, that's it.
Sean, also, you just got hired as the meteorologist of the goddamn news.
I always wanted to be a meteorologist.
I saw Larry's lost audition tape.
I was at work and you were rushing me, and I didn't know what I was doing, so I tried. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what the idea was. I was like, "What? You want me to fucking say what?"
No,
it's okay. You do it, Sean.
Yeah, sorry. I've seen your audition tape. It was a valiant effort.
I tried. Listen,
it was very good.
Dude, I love it.
Stressed out. I just was like, "Fuck it."
It's just something that Brian watches privately now.
I know, it's part of his collection.
I have a private collection. God damn it.
One of Brian's cats slept with me. It slept in the same room with me. It was rare.
Yeah, Brian showed me all those pictures too that he secretly took.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. By the way, also rumors of our friend from our sister program, Here Comes the Lame, Jedi Joe, will be making the pilgrimage to Tournament of Death. And also,
nice.
The man who I always play video games with on Twitch, Prince Havoc, young boy himself, the man with
in the van.
I have no idea who you're talking
well, if
about,
he can meet us in time.
In the van. In the van.
Yes, in the van, down by the river, Brian.
Do it again, Brian. In the van.
In the van. In the
y'all
van.
should pick up my brother. Bring
Where's
my brother.
We're picking.
Hey,
don't ask Friday.
Pat, the magic fucking school bus picking everybody up.
Yeah, I got the goddamn
also,
Jamaican
Brian,
Queen $2 van.
Save some space for my merch on the table.
What are you talking about? Obviously, you're part of Blvd Bullies merchandise whenever I say Blvd Bullies merchandise.
What are you talking about?
But I'm just saying you might arrive a little bit earlier than I.
That's what then we're going to put little Larry space.
Yeah, Brian's so excited he's picking me up at
Larry,
like
so
6 a.m.
I'm going to bring this little Larry head.
Yeah.
Right here. I'm going to put it right in your space.
I might just bring my Hall of Fame plaque to remind motherfuckers. How about that?
You should bring it. We should bring it and put it on the commentary table.
I might just wear it around my neck like a Flavor Flav chain.
I like that.
I'm gonna have to be studying. I'm gonna have to be studying the whole ride up. So if Shannon's coming with us, I'm gonna have to have her grill me on the deathmatch history, and maybe show me the photos.
Oh my God, Pat!
Show me the photos, so I just make sure to not confuse.
You were at a lot of them.
One guy with the other.
Bro, you were there.
Yeah, but I wasn't exactly, I was looking right at the wrestling, but was I seeing what I was watching?
Bro, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Do the same thing as commentary. Do the same fucking thing. We're getting White Claws. We're going to have so many White Claws, Ron Nemi's going to be proud.
Oh, I'm going to bring a big, huge cooler. Pack it. With beverages.
Sean's bringing a cooler to pack with blood.
Shane?
We're going to bring in Shane in about 15 minutes. Shout out Shane Mercer for joining us. He saw the booming success of the DJ Hyde interview, and he said, you know what? I have to be on this program here. I have to do it.
Yeah, people are hitting us up.
We have a whole lineup. We have a whole lineup.
People are hitting us up.
They want to come on and tell us their stories.
It's fun.
Yeah,
last week, DJ came for food, and we all ran like hell.
DJ comes for food.
Yeah. You go run like hell.
Yeah, I'm really nervous about this. Holy guacamole.
That's a good one. Hey y'all. Happy heavenly birthday to Marcus Crane. How about that?
Hey, happy heavenly Marcus.
Birthday, man.
Yeah, man. The last time that we were all together, and that includes myself, Brian, and you, Pat, was at Tremont's WrestleMania in Trenton. You remember that?
The one and only time I ever hung out with Marcus Crane. And post-show, we were in the parking lot, and my friend was playing Every Time I Die, and we were pushing each other like we were in a mosh pit. And it was a memory I will hold close, near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, he was a lover of people, and he was a lover of human contact and sharing love through human contact. And I just want to shout him out. I didn't do a post. A lot of people were doing like, I miss my friend posts, but Marcus Crane was a very, very special person. And it's tragic we lost him. What was it, 2 years ago now? 2 years, was it? Was it 2020 or 2021? I don't know. 2021, I think it was.
2021.
If you had told me it was longer, I would have thought so as well.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just want to shout him out. Miss you, Marcus, and we are going to keep you alive every single year and every single death match by honoring your legacy.
Yeah, maybe I'll.
He'd probably be at Tournament of Death this Saturday.
Maybe I'll say so. Maybe that'll be my catchphrase. I'll say something Marcus would say. Which I don't really.
Well, he was known as the Snowman, as Shane Mercer gave me what he wanted to be called, Marcus Crane. I remember wanted to be known as the Snowman.
Nice.
I like it.
Brian, are you excited to have your favorite wrestler on the show today?
Dude, are you not excited?
No, I am excited, but you know,
he throws people into the distance. Dude, did you see the new thing that he did to that other guy?
The power bomb into the body slam.
Yeah, dude. The things that he does are just insane.
Yeah,
and I'm very excited to have him on the show.
Well, Brian, on our
describe to me what he did, because I don't know what you're talking about.
He had someone in like a cradle in between his legs, like he was gonna pick him up for like a power bomb, him, but then he throws him up in the air and catches him, and then throws him on to his shoulders and then slams him.
Yeah, basically
DVD. He picks them up in a power bomb position, throws them on his shoulders, and DVDs them.
Right.
No, Brian, that's very, very poor description. Larry, it's a power bomb that he flips the guy.
It was a cradle. It's a cradle, though. It wasn't just a power bomb because he has with his arms and legs.
Where back, yo?
In a cradle.
Look at
position.
this. You've bored Sean completely to tears with the minutia of this move.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, he's like, why is Brian arguing with Pat and describing this move so poorly?
I'm not good at describing.
It's okay, Brian. You're not as deep of a fan as me and Pat.
Yeah, you're just not. You're looking at it, but you're just too wired up.
I get too excited.
Pat, you're the commentator. Tell me what I just saw.
Oh my God,
Commentate
Larry!
to me what I just saw.
Holy jumping Apple Jacks, Larry! I think I just saw. What was it? Now I'm gonna do like the commentary like Brian. It was like a power up. No, I think it was more of a cradle. Yes, I think he got him under here. He bent down. He held.
Don't
his
make
arms
fun. Do it well. God damn it.
Oh my God, Larry! Shane Mercer just all of a sudden decided. What do you call it? This will be good for commentary. What do you call?
Okay, Pat. Okay, you're good. All right, never mind.
What do you call it in like what do you call it in a video game when you're like going to hit like in a fighting game when you're going to hit like punch, but then you decide in the middle of like the animation that punch is not the right decision and you hit block. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like yeah, okay. Like so Shane Mercer basically audible, just like with the flip of a finger, Larry, audible this power bomb into a power slam. The power slam plus, I believe he calls it. $9.99 a month for your ass. It's the most premium service in all of wrestling.
Patrick, are you telling me that Shane Mercer puts a motherfucker in the powerbomb position?
Input cancel. There you go.
Flips them up with such velocity that then he can catch them and power slam them as they're going down?
With the rotation,
yes,
with rotation intact as well. It's very, very, very impressive.
Okay.
I mean, this is what happens when you wrestle 40-pound people.
Now, Brian, that was a very bad take. With your description of it, if that's what you thought you were describing,
but Larry,
when I get put on the spot, I get nervous. God damn it!
That's what you thought.
Because Brian, what I thought you were describing was he puts them in the power bomb, flips them up like I'm gonna power bomb them, but I just tricked you. Now I DVD him.
No, it's definitely
That's what you described.
I remember seeing him do that.
Maybe we're gonna ask the Iron Demon himself. Yeah,
I'm Maury Povich. We're all about to find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out
right now.
But and actually, in Brian's defense, I missed the initial setup. So with that power bomb pull up, he might have cradled the man's arms as well. He might have like packaged the arms as he did the power.
It was a package. It was like a. He looked like he could have packled. Like he could have went for a pile driver if he wanted to.
I mean, what it sounds like is I have seen some Mexican luchadors or maybe Japanese wrestlers get a guy in a powerbomb, flip him up really fast and hard, and as he's coming down, catch him in a cutter. Like all of a sudden, flip him up in the powerbomb, and then like grab. And as he's coming down, gravity is taking hold. They're like, "Oh shit, a motherfucking RKO!"
That's sick.
Right? That's awesome. It sounds like you're describing a variation of that, but a power move. Right. Instead of a flashy thing that I do, I drive a motherfucker's head and body into the mat.
It's a mix of flash and then a complete power fucking smash.
You know what would make me so happy if Shane Mercer came on the show in 10 minutes and described the move exactly like Brian did?
I cradle him.
Yeah, you see, I get him in a cradle. Yeah, and he just like it takes him forever to explain it, and it's just like he just describes it exactly like Brian.
Hey, listen, I hate to do this, but I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, hey,
you have 10 minutes.
You know what? Take 5, Larry.
Before our
Take
guest
5.
arrives.
Yeah, we got viewers, right?
Yeah, we got some viewers. They're all gonna just.
You guys are
hang
gonna
around.
see. I'm
gonna practice my
with nothing
catchphrases.
but a shirt on.
Dick diggity, dick diggity dog.
Dick diggity dog.
Well, Brian, this is exactly what happened to our sponsors once you started watching XPW. They left one by one.
We had no sponsors, so you're just lying.
I was trying to shield you from the truth.
Mm-hmm. I wish we had sponsors. We probably could still get some. Should have like a weed company sponsor us.
Hey, shout out. If you want to sponsor us, just send us a business email.
These fried pens are lovely. You could sponsor us. Fried. Nice. Do fried commercials.
Yeah, so I got to find a suit jacket for Saturday.
You want to wear Larry's?
Yeah, the one that you won on the auction. Yeah,
Sean quit. It's a charity jacket.
Sean quit. He's just done. He's out of here.
He's still live, so if he quit, he did a poor job of leaving the chat.
Oh, he's here. I think he's maybe pooping. He's on the toilet. And Larry's on the toilet, too. And I do the whole show from the toilet. That's why I have a green screen, and I mute myself so much.
It's polite of you.
Hey, thank you for watching, everybody. I just want to take this time to thank both Sean and Larry on their final shows, for their contribution to the program. It started out just me and Brian, and then Sean came in and breathed new life and a new wind of deathmatch medicine and facts and scientific weather analysis into the program. And then Larry came and added the legendary pizzazz that only Larry can. And right now, as far as I'm concerned, I think from what I'm noticing, they both decided to... Oh, wait, Larry's coming back. Coming out of retirement.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Sean's not back yet?
No, he's not. He quit.
How can we miss you if you don't go away, So,
Lord,
tale as old as time.
Sean would be back.
No, Sean quit the show.
I know.
I'm really hoping that his Grimace outfit arrived from Amazon finally, and he's decided to interview Shane Mercer as Grimace. Pretty bad job that I opened up the show calling him the Iron Beast. I think I might have might have tweeted Iron Beast as well, or I might have been searching him as Iron Beast.
If you search Iron Beast, you'd probably see both of them together.
Pat, what is like? Bro, you're thinking of Kyle the Beast.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're doing.
Well, I was.
You're evoking Kyle the Beast, and rightfully so.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Because what a tragic end to Kyle the Beast's career.
Yeah.
Having that falling out with Brett
publicly.
Over.
He was not being booked before that, though.
Well, I guess the thing was, he was like, I was one of your day one motherfuckers to help build this to whatever it is.
First champion, I believe.
And now I can hardly get on a show. How does this work? I can empathize with that sentiment. So you were evoking Kyle the Beast, and rightfully so. Shout out KTB.
Shout out.
You're doing well.
I saw him in an XFL game once.
Okay.
Yep. I was like, oh, shit, look, it's Kyle the Beast. And he went like this. And then I was like, hey.
He told you he loves you.
Yeah.
When he was doing that, his music was playing in his head.
Yeah. He did a very wrist thing. And then don't let us forget, we're going to get the hand sign for Shane Mercer, too.
Yes. I like that Kyle the Beast is fighting out of the woods.
Right. He hails from the woods. Oh, he's got Pepto-Bismol. Watch out. Deathmatch doctor.
How does that...
Pizza.
Are you all right?
Nah.
Did you have cheese?
I apologize. I did.
Sean, you know you're not supposed to eat cheese on Tuesdays.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, Sean, look at what they gave me.
Sorry.
You know, I'm a mark for shit like this.
Isn't it such a cool spot?
Bro, the bag, bro. Look at this bag.
Beautiful spot.
What did you get?
Are you talking about our new sponsors?
Yes, our new sponsor, Union Square Travel Agency, a cannabis dispensary on Broadway and what is it, 9th? Maybe 9th or 8th? I don't
13th.
know. 13th. Thank you. I was way off. Yeah, I went there last night after I got finished doing the premiere of the Cassandro documentary at the Metrograph in Lower East Side. And my bartender was Dominique. And I said, hey, do you have like a nice bag, kind of a souvenir for a tourist like myself? And she gave me that one. And I love things like that. Remind me of the Apple Store.
Oh, that's great. Hey, guys, welcome to the return show. Larry and Sean's first show back. And also happy 420. Thank you for tuning in this week and every 420 episode.
We were actually FaceTiming each other. We got off to FaceTime each other about something.
Nice.
Off of our iPads.
Bro.
So what kind of cheese dish did you eat? I feel like you're up to no good, but you just brought back the Pepto-Bismol as like a, hey, it was I ate the cheese.
He's a manipulator. He knows what he's doing. He's a
subterfuge.
No.
Subterfuge.
I had a slice of pizza.
I knew it was pizza.
Maybe 2.
Maybe.
Yeah. And then I try to mask my stomach with water so that like the cheese
soda.
digest.
You needed some acid. You needed acid. Soda is what you put on your stomach. Yeah, yes.
Bro, when we started, I was like farting. I thought you guys would have caught it in like in the microphone. I went, what's that? It was pretty bad, but I'm okay now. Pepto helps.
Good. Pepto helps. Well, I'm happy
Ginger ale is literally the best.
Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, everybody missed you. Go.
I heard I was kicked out.
When I was growing up, my
you quit.
My friend. Damn it!
Will you let Larry tell his goddamn story?
I fucked the story.
No, please, come on, man.
Sucks.
I wanted. Yeah, it did. It was a stupid story.
You gotta tell it now. God damn it!
I'm not telling shit.
Brian, are you in charge of getting Shane Mercer on this show?
I told him to come in at 8 o'clock.
Much like the woman you
he said okay.
Much like the lady that you offered to drive to XPW, to CZW, you are the Blvd Bullies talent agent.
I've done my job pretty well. All of our guests have been on time and have went pretty well as far as I can think of.
Well, I mean, this is your favorite wrestler here. I hope that you've prepared because
Jesus Christ.
When we went to when we went in on our like Mount Rushmore of just like favorite current wrestlers.
No, it wasn't the Mount Rushmore.
It was like who would you want to
for your Olympic wrestling team?
America in the Olympics.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want the guy that could pick you up and throw you and catch you gracefully and slam you like a goddamn sack of potatoes?
I don't know. We all picked like Kurt Angle and like, you know, Bianca Belair,
Shane Mercer,
and yeah, Brian went Shane Mercer. Who I bet you
he does, dude. He does things that I've never seen anyone in.
I bet you he is a college athlete. I bet you if we had to ask him, which we will, I bet you
if he had to be one sort of college athlete, what would it be?
A wrestler.
A wrestler, dude.
I'm gonna go with my
shot putter.
Yeah. I maybe track and field or football. So I'm gonna go the other sports that aren't wrestling.
I'm gonna say like a javelin thrower, or like, you know, those guys that hold those really like heavy like metal balls and they like the anvil toss. Like I see him doing some like weird. Is it?
I don't know. Yeah, you got to spin around. You got to fucking spin.
Very Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, that's what that's how Jim the Anvil Neidhart got his name.
He used to lift anvils over his head.
He used to compete in the shit before he was a wrestler and toss that shit.
That's crazy, bro.
That's how he got his name, the Anvil.
You guys ever watch the strongman competitions at like 2 a.m. on ESPN?
Eddie Hall is like my favorite strong man. It's like a funny guy.
Compete in those now?
Who?
And won like 3rd place. Cade Lothbrok.
Why does that sound familiar? Cade Lothbrok.
The former Stockade.
Oh, Stock. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, Stocky. The wrestler. And I want this said right now, the wrestler
shot put
who like got me to even get involved with those no ring shows that we mentioned. He's the wrestler. The first time that I ever was like, I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll see what the fuck you're doing over here. I saw Zack Sabre Jr. and fucking Chuck Taylor doing it. I'll come check it out. Was the Cade Lothbrok versus Cass fight.
He's Mr. Cinder Block Spot. He's the first person I've ever seen take a bump on a cinder block. Like a clean bump, a straight flat back.
Yeah, dude. Like it's one of my most watched videos ever. Is Bull James, I guess, choke slamming him on a flaming cinder block.
Yep.
From the Psycho Circus.
Bro.
When Psycho Circus was lit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy to. If you're gonna take time out of your day to figure out how to get a cinder block lit on fire, you're definitely looking to inflict some damage and punishment.
Dude, why?
Dude, he was like,
to this
Sean,
day, never seen anything like that.
Sean, I know what you're talking about. As far as big men are concerned, like he was one of the best bumpers. Tremont is as well. Like big men who really like fucking snap the bump off and like
shit.
Dude. Like Stocky was a really good bumper.
Yeah, like he helped that match with Onita and at Flyer Skate Zone. Like a bunch of his bumps that he took really like sold the match because like be honest, they were dancing around the ring and it was like spot here, spot there, but like those are the ones that really like get you be like, wow, that was fucking cool. That was dope. That's when, I don't know how he did that.
That's when Matt Tremont started wearing white and was Father Tree.
Father Tremont,
yep.
Yeah.
Father Tremont.
The white hoodie?
Yeah, he had the white sleeveless duster.
The white robe. the white what is that game? Assassin's Creed robe.
Yeah, that's exactly what he looked like, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, that was a good thing. That Matt wanted to switch it up. And he wanted to be all white. What was their name? It was something religious.
Father.
No, yeah, it was something something religious. I forget, but yeah.
It was like called. They were called like something like
the somethings. Yeah, I forget what it was. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows. Yeah, it was some shit like that. Yeah, they all started wearing white. I mean, it's brilliant, honestly, if you think about it. So yeah, I mean, that's really all that's going on. Meandering about. Did you see during the week, Larry? I don't know if we brought this up on last week's show or when it even happened, but did you see that Santana and Ortiz had a very public falling out Twitter battle?
Of course I did.
Yeah. Did we talk about this? I don't even remember.
No, we did not.
Because in his promo, Mike Santana, by the way, he's now refers to as Mike, he said, I don't need a crutch no more.
Crutch, yeah.
And he called Ortiz his crutch and his sidekick. And Ortiz was like, I'm nobody's sidekick. It was sad to see. It seems real.
You know, it's so funny because when I went to the No Ring show this past Friday, I got to spend a little bit of time with a good friend of mine, Christina Diamond, who, Pat, you actually took out on a date once. And she brings that up often.
It was a dinner years and years ago.
Whatever. It was very nice. And she often brings it up because I think she remembers it fondly. Whatever. So I was hanging out with her.
Larry.
We took a picture. We took a picture together of our gorgeous faces smiling and enjoying each other. And I was like, wow. Who would have thought all those years ago when we got bought together?
Sean, could you pass that Pepto-Bismol for me?
Oh,
sorry. Hey.
Look who it is.
2 minutes too late. How are we doing?
Iron goddamn demon.
The Iron Demon. I'm sorry. Hello, Shane. Thank you for joining the show. I accidentally called you the Iron Beast 5 seconds on air.
Give him a second to connect.
Oh, good. Oh, good. He didn't hear that. I took that one back.
Am I connected? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
He's got it. Here he is. You know what? I'm not even going to do the intro. Larry, you do the intro for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way onto Blvd Bullies versus the world from his own personal hell, this is the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer!
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. About to get my grub on. Got my cat being pissed off at me in another room, but I'm good.
Oh, you're a cat dad, huh?
I am a cat dad.
Bunch of cat dads here.
Yep, myself, Gary J. All cat dads. Well, thanks for being on the show, firstly. I want to just shout out right now, and I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I actually felt that when you fought John Wayne Murdoch at No Holds Barred in that one main event in Port Richey, that really kind of solidified No Holds Barred as like a real, like, in the conversation fed, with good matches, great matches. So that just for me is something I never expressed to you, and I want to say it. I want to say it right now that you're joining us, that match with you and Murdoch for the belt for the American Deathmatch Championship for me was like, wow, this is really something that we're working with here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's I look forward to that match because me and Murdoch always had several encounters before in our IWA days. But I feel like that was also a chance to show what we could do together in a different environment, a unique environment, one that I'm occasionally known for, but wasn't all the time. I don't think a lot of people knew that I did deathmatch stuff before that ICW match, actually, or if they were, they was not very aware of it. And I feel like that match as well helped, I guess, open eyes in that neck of the woods, so to speak, about me coming into that zone a little bit more and showing people that I do have this in me and I can do this stuff, not just one of those, oh, he's going to do it for the clout kind of, dude that you see come in and out or whatever. But I've had that there with him. So it was a good chance, an opportunity to show out a little bit with somebody I'm known as well in that kind of environment. But thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a great match and kind of one of those milestones in ICW because we really got to see some fire used in that match. I remember, we hadn't seen fire that much in ICW until you guys went at it, and Murdoch actually swung a flaming 2x4 at you and really went at, burn your flesh with it.
Yeah, set my shirt on fire twice in that match.
Yeah, and then you also rolled a barrel at him, right? There were flaming barrels out there, and
yeah,
someone
they had, they was taking the wood from I guess matches and stuff, and instead of making big ass piles of just shit, trash, garbage, whatever, they just throwing them in these metal barrels to burn, and also because it was cold as shit down there too. Because I don't remember
That's
what
right.
day. I remember it being really cold, especially whenever we took our shower after, and the shower was like a hose outside, and I was like, oh my god, this sucks. But yeah, we people was burning the wood from the matches on things that was getting used, and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna use this. Why not? Fuck it, it's here.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's part of what made that match so special. And like I said, again, at the time, that was kind of ICW No Holds Barred's first, maybe second year, maybe second year, I think it was. So that was really kind of what I was like, wow, Murdoch is really a champion, and we're giving championship worthy matches. You mentioned that you and Murdoch went back, IWA. How long have you been in the game?
Since the end of 2006 or beginning of 2007. Depends on if you want to count us tinkering, because I came in December 2006, but didn't have my first official match until February 2007. So which either you want to refer to, I guess.
Who was your first match against?
My first match was against a childhood best friend named his name's Corey Havoc, and we went to this it was this redneck promotion in Somerset, Kentucky or something called Thunder Valley Wrestling, some backwoods shit. And back then in Kentucky, all you had to do to get a wrestler's license, because you have to have a Kentucky license still to wrestle here. Back then, all you had to do was just be like, hey, I'm gonna mail off and I'm a wrestler now with no formal training. Well, I asked somebody on MySpace today, because I looked up on MySpace, how typed in wrestler in a search engine, showing my age here now. And after I typed in wrestler in MySpace, first thing that popped up was Zodiac. And it's Zodiac, he's still wrestling now. Hybrid Monster, he does all the shows and stuff like that with Joseph Swartz and some other promotions. Y'all may not know of him. But yeah, I messaged him, and he kind of was like, hey, this is how you do it, yada yada, come up to this promotion. So me and my buddy came up there with no formal training at all and did one of our backyard matches. And then they ran in and interfered, because back then, I know it's kind of the normal thing now, but back then I was tombstoning him off the top rope and giving him F5s out of the ring and just crazy shit. And we was first match, and it was our first match.
It's really not normal. You say it's normal, but it's not. It's not normal. That'll never be normal. That shit is insane, the shit that you do.
Well, by the high spots that you see now, it would be considered, I guess, more normal than back then, where they, especially to them, because they was like, oh, headlock, let's do this for 10 minutes straight, and then maybe we'll do an arm bar. I was around that kind of wrestlers and viewers, so we did our little high spot crazy ass match, and then Zodiac ran out and interfered in it. We didn't know about this or nothing. We thought they was just trying to vet us or attack us in the ring, but then they're like, "You're going too long, kid, and you're killing the crowd. We ain't gonna have a main event." I'm like, "What?" I didn't understand any of this at the time. Didn't understand any of this or why or nothing, what was going on, until I got in the ring with Bull Payne. And in Bull Payne, this is later that year, I got in the ring with him, and I started chanting "Old Man" because somebody in the audience chanted it to him. So I went with it because I was a cheery old baby face at the time, and I started chanting "Old Man." He got legit pissed. So him and Todd Morton, after it got in my face and back, and he was talking about like really cracking my skull with Brother Payne, his baseball bat that he used to carry down to the ring, and wanting to get in a fight with me and beating my ass and show me all this stuff. So then I started thinking, like, man, this is kind of pissing me off. Like, why are you getting in my face when you could be telling me like how to do this and show me, teach me, talk to me? Instead, you're just trying to threaten me. Okay, I'm not gonna let you just fight me. If we're gonna do it, let's fucking go. Let's fuck this.
Yeah.
And then kind of got in his face, and then Todd Morgan got in between us, and then kind of separated us. But then when I got home, there was a Facebook or a MySpace message from Bull, and he was like, "Kid, I had to protect the business in the back. I want to let you know I'm not mad at you, but I'd like to let you get in my car with me and me show you the ropes on how to really do things." So then gears started twisting. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's all right." Because see, I was never, like I said, I came straight from the yard until he got a hold of me. Him and Todd Morton and Mitch Ryder all took me under their wing.
Wow.
Shows and stuff, and they really are the ones I contribute to teaching me and guiding me and showing me the proper ways to do things.
That's awesome.
Wow,
man.
Mitch Ryder. I haven't heard that name in so long. The first CZW show that I ever did in my life, Mitch Ryder was the main event against Necro Butcher. So that's that's a name from the past right there. You said you got started in backyard. Did any of the guys that we know now that are currently like on the circuit backyard with you back in the day?
Yeah, actually, because for a long time, like I said, the style of wrestling that you seen back then, especially in Kentucky, sucked. It was horrible. Like, we hated it. We all grew up, watching like Ring of Honor and CZW and that style of wrestling, and then we're trying to do this and imitate this and have badass matches and stuff. And then they're like, "No, man, do a backdrop as a finish." I'm like, "What?
What? Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we're just totally obscure to this style that they're wanting us to do, this Memphis 80s wrestling style, because that's how half of them were. I mean, half of them looked like shit, and they couldn't wrestle, so I get it now. But back then, I didn't understand, But after doing that for so long, me and my buddies would meet up and wrestle on like Fridays or something, and then we'd go and do our backyard shit, and then we'd go do our pro shows on Saturdays. Just so it's like it was our version of getting together and playing cards. How guys get together and play cards. That was our version, except we get together and beat the shit out of each other and have shows. But yeah, you asked who still does stuff. Alex Zane wrestled with us all the time.
Wow.
We had Aiden Blackheart, Satu Jin. We all came from the same backyard area and promotions around there, and some of that stuff has still stemmed into today. If you ask, and they didn't come down to Kentucky unless it was like a big super show, because it was like a big underground thing back then, because it was apprehensible if you did backyard back then. Now you have guys like Seth Rollins on the top of the world in wrestling, so it's okay now because we see where that has led and everything. But yeah, there's guys that have been on shows with us like Craig Mitchell from Freelance, Tony Deppen, Big Vin. All those names and guys used to be on the backyard underground circuit while doing pro at the same time, until pro wrestling became more accepted of that style, what you see today. Wow. We was all kind of hush about it because we was going to get, sin, you're not allowed to do this, because it was so, hoodoo to do that back then.
Well, I'll say this, in an age where everybody seems to be doing the craziest shit all the time, Shane Mercer does some of the craziest shit that I see. When I'm scrolling through my phone, looking at the GIFs, looking at the clips, usually the thing that I love the most and is still wildly original is something that Shane Mercer did, like by, this guy threw the stands at somebody once. You just threw.
Oh, yeah, that's whenever I wrestled White Mike and Timmy. we that kind of came out of nowhere too. We was actually doing a handicap match because my partner couldn't show up. I don't remember why, and we was like, well, handicap matches are mostly not entertaining unless we got something to do with it. And they had a crazy ass gimmick at the time, so I was like, let's just put some shit together and do some crazy shit. And we kind of came up with it like, hey, you see those stands? Let's use them. And then I was like, hey, let's do the Terry Funk spot, but with the bleachers. And then White Mike's looking at me like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, can you pick them up? So I kind of walk over to him and I'm like, I mean, yeah, we'll figure it out in the match. And he's like, Terry Funk spot. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, it's going to go slow, right? And I'm like, who cares? They'll love it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of went with it.
That's awesome. I know that Brian is dying to ask some questions, Sean, as well. But I have one more question. We were talking about the latest clip, which is, I think it's called the Power Slam Plus. Is that the new subscription service that you've started? Am I correct?
Are you talking about the gift that just recently got posted, like yesterday or so?
Yeah, it's like a power bomb into a power slam.
Oh yeah. Somebody on commentary called it God mode.
Yes.
God mode power slam. So I just went with it, and I was like, I don't have a name for this. All right, that works.
So could you describe it to the viewers at home who might not have seen it? Because we've been struggling too.
It is you put them in a power bomb position, and you take their arms and do a double pump handle. A pump handle in wrestling is usually considered when you put one of their arms through their leg to use it for elevation on either flipping and twisting.
You put both their arms through their legs. They did not mention this.
Yes, I put both their arms between their legs and do a double pump handle from a power slam or from a pump handle power bomb position.
I immediately know what you're talking about now. Neither one of them, when they described.
Well, this is why we have the man as a guest. God damn it!
And then you flip him into a power slam.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
All right. The only
that is God mode. That is truly.
I'm fixing some spaghetti. So if you see
me
moving around,
I was going to ask. I was going to ask what you were about to grub on.
Sean, do you have any questions for Shane? I'm sorry, Sean.
I do. Shane, I know you're cooking spaghetti down there, but I want to know, where do you get, just the idea for these moves, because they're very innovative. It reminds me of just like playing with an action figure, because it's like they're superhuman moves that you cannot see anybody else pull off besides you. So like, who's somebody that inspired you? Like, I see Davey Boy Smith in you when I just see you hoisting people up above your shoulders.
I do love Davey Boy Smith and a lot of his strength and his technicality, because there's a big difference in wrestlers who they go in there and they're all about just like big moves. I call some of the moves you see nowadays like fake big guy strength. And that's like when you see like you might see a really huge dude get on the middle rope all of a sudden when he don't do middle rope moves, and then all of a sudden you'll see somebody get under him and walk out with a power bomb. And I've always, since I've had the powerlifting background, I've been kind of about that kind of stuff, because I know there's a big difference in walking out with 600 pounds on the squat bar versus squatting with it. There's a big difference. So I always wanted to try to challenge that kind of atmosphere towards stuff with trying to do stuff that I don't think a lot of people can mimic. And if they can, they have to actually have the strength to do that stuff, like military presses or things of sort like that. But as far as the other stuff, it honestly just comes from ideas like mixed with other stuff. Like I've seen a double pump handle before in a power bomb, and then somebody do it, but then like just do a power driver or something, or do like a or just do like a straight jacket power bomb. But then I just think, okay, straight jacket power bomb, we got him up here. What's the next thing we can do? I still got move ideas I want to do in my head and I thought of, but then it's just a matter of who's crazy enough to get in there and experiment and try some of this stuff. Because I thought of like, there's definitely a move before you can have somebody up in a power bomb, and actually if you can get one foot on the middle rope, I'm standing on the outside, I'm facing towards the ring, left foot is on the top rope, but I'm already got somebody seated for a power bomb. If I can get enough elevation and they're holding on tight enough to actually do a flip and do a front flip into a power bomb in the ring. Like stuff like that. I think it's actually feasible. You can actually do it, but it just, if somebody can have the balls with you enough sometimes to do some of that stuff.
Of course, yeah. Shane Mercer, the man of physics.
I could go my whole life without seeing that, without seeing somebody try that. I think that scares me.
I'm scared. Pat's squeamish. Pat's squeamish.
Yeah, that scares the shit.
You know who the person is who has the balls to do it is Tarzan Duran. Have you ever fought Tarzan Duran?
Don't put these two in contact.
Hey, I'm supposed to wrestle Tarzan at a POR show.
Oh yeah, I gotta see that. Your POR
yeah, bro.
Kamikaze.
Speaking it into existence. I'm speaking it into existence. Hell yeah.
The Kamikaze match was him just trying to go everywhere we could and then use everything we could find in the time that we had.
It was insane.
But it was fun. Always fun doing shit with him. Every time I've been in there with Kamikaze now, I mean, the videos have gotten at least 5 million views each time because he's nuts.
Yo, POR is like on another level, dude. People,
it's crazy. Shit. It's the people hate the shit, but I mean, it's in the name of
it's like Jackass, man.
It's stunts and wrestling put together.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take away the wrestling aspect and you just leave it as stunts and somebody's doing something crazy, it's okay. I don't know. People are so fickle about shit.
Facts. Well, I have a question. I would like you're known to work multiple promotions. Do you have like a preference of where you are, or like a most liked locker room of where you're working?
Honestly, before all the shit that happened, IWA was really fun because we was there every week, and it was kind of like a home fed. We all knew sometimes that we was getting fucked on money, but we was also learning and getting opportunities there. Now, when I say IWA, a lot of people don't do this, but I separate IWA and N. Those are not the same. Those are not the same at all. As far as the difference on that, yeah, we was all getting fucked some time on money, but the camaraderie of being there, of everybody coming there and getting to see everybody, that was cool because it was so often. It was every week. But of course, I haven't been at ICW in a while. I hadn't wrestled there in, I think, over a year. I've been at XPW twice. I think in the past year, Circle 6, I've been there a few times. I'm at GCW probably about, I don't know, maybe 8 times a year or so, something like that. I don't know. It's kind of sporadic and random.
Yeah. But you have, it's just like no preference.
I don't really have a huge preference. The place I've been at mostly that seems like home lately has been Freelance. I guess I would say, because I've been up there more recently than anywhere.
And where is that located?
That's in Chicago, Illinois.
A picture surfaced recently online of a young Shane Mercer meeting Brock Lesnar. When was that, and what was the context of it?
He just showed up at OVW randomly. I think it's whenever Danny Davis, in case you all that don't know, you probably do. He used to own OVW before Allison owned sold it. Yeah. And he was trying to save it, I guess, because it was starting to get pretty shitty on numbers and crowd and all that up there for whatever reason. I don't know. But he was trying to save it, and I guess where Brock used to be there, he called in a favor and got Brock to come in. And I was like, what? Brock's like an hour away? Hell yeah, I want to meet him. And right before we took a picture together, I was like, hey, let's do a lockup picture. And he was like, no. Didn't everybody be wanting to do it? And the picture actually that someone took of us is actually captured of him laughing about me asking him about that.
Oh, wow.
That's even better.
Well, I have one more question, Mr. Mercer. What your personal favorite match
spaghetti
that you've ever had?
Look at that spaghetti.
We got 2 on 1. We got a
Al dente.
We got an interview and we got like a cooking show at the same time.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Shane spaghetti.
Right. So wait, your personal favorite match and a match that you would recommend to a fan that they would have to must see Shane Mercer match.
Probably me and Matt Cage from the TPI, the Ted Pitt Invitational. I'm not for sure exactly the year. If I had to try to think, it might have been 2015 or 2016, but that was probably one of my best matches I've had. And I also like me and Mike Bailey's match earlier this year at GCW.
I was just about to say that.
I had about
an
hour notice to do that match. I want to get more matches like that to show that I can do that kind of style and put on those kind of matches whenever put in the moment to do so. It's just I get thrown in a lot of random shit sometimes in most random of areas for whatever reason in most promotions. And I get sometimes I get tunneled into which I do it to myself too because of the whole yeet thing and throwing people. I don't mind doing it, but I'd like to show I can do a hell of a lot more than just gorilla pressing people out of the ring to the audience.
Now you say you get put together with a lot of the younger guys. Do you feel it's more of them having the confidence in you as a veteran to get in the ring with these young guys with Speedball, Marcus Mathers, and stuff like that, just to help guide them throughout their way in the ring?
I think sometimes it's just about what the focus is on. Like for instance, I guess at GCW, the focus right now that they're going with is like Jordan and people like that and Speedball and the kind of the crew that
the
they have
strained,
right now.
Sorry. It's strained. I just want to make sure everybody knows that the spaghetti is now strange. Continue on. It's strained.
It is. It's a big ass trailer.
Oh, yes, hell yeah. All right. I'm sorry to have interrupted. I just got so excited about the spaghetti.
But yeah, it's more of the focus is on that right now, I think, than anything. Every promotion's got their people that they're working towards, and if I'm not there periodically all the time, they're not going to put me in a random angle or with somebody out of nowhere whenever they can put that person with so on and so forth with this person that they have there all the time. And I think it's more of a deal of me needing to get on A, B, or C promotion and sticking around there enough, or them using me enough to want to use me for those type of angles and put that kind of trust in me.
Understood.
Hey, we're getting a lot of comments from somebody who is at your 4-way match at California 2, saying that your yeet from one ring to the next was awesome to see live. Do you have any funny?
Close to the body, right? You did that to the body?
Yes. Went from body, went from one ring to the other, and he actually went over I think a rope or two of barbed wire.
Yes. Fucking sick.
Nice. What do you think? Oh, and we have some other questions coming. What do you think the furthest that you've ever thrown someone is? What's like the distance record for the Shane? I'm trying to make.
Yo-Yo went pretty far, man.
I was gonna say probably the time I threw Yo-Yo at Logan. The first time I threw Logan in Chicago.
Yeah, that was pretty far.
That was I had one side of the ring there where there was fans and people that was legit wanting to take him. But then when I picked him up, some of those fans in like the front row were like, no, don't throw him here. So I was like, well, shit, this plan just went to hell. So then I'm looking around and I'm like, well, at this side, like 3 rows is like, yeah. So I'm like, and then, but I don't know if those people,
that's legendary,
I don't know if those people were like, yeah, playing along, and they didn't know I was going to really throw them or what. But I mean, it worked.
The best shit.
How far do you think you could throw Brian?
I'm 185 pounds. 185 pounds.
Now, are we talking wrestling talk? Are we talking like just feet in general, or what? Because I think I could probably get you from the ring into at least the 5th row.
All right, 5th row. We're looking at 5th row. All right. So we're going to pencil you.
I believe it. I believe you. We're
going to pencil you in. You know, it probably won't be a wrestling throw, but it would probably be just like a flat ground. You said that you were into powerlifting from like, did you do high school powerlifting? We were saying track and field, shot put. That was our guess.
Oh, no, just straight up powerlifting. Because whenever I was in high school, I weighed, probably 145 pounds, and I was wanting to be a wrestler. And all I did back then was get made fun of and shit talked and like, you want to be a wrestler? Why don't you be a doctor? And I'm like, I want to be a wrestler. And they're like, work at a factory. And I'm like, I'm good. And so I just was like, man, I want to be a wrestler. I got to lift some weights and I got to get this shit going. And then my dad kind of showed me some stuff or whatever. And I didn't know nothing about it. He was farm strong. He wasn't like bodybuilding strong. And I asked him, I was like, so how do you do this? And he was like, lift until you can't. And I was like,
it's good advice.
Okay, that works. So then I actually did that. I went to the gym and on everything. I mean, chest, back, shoulders, legs, abs. I'd be like, all right, 3 sets of failure, everything. And then just that worked. And now even looking back on it to today, sometimes I still feel like that works better than putting these numbers and stuff. Because if you're pushing your body to absolute failure and say you get 20 reps on something, and then next week you're like, oh, failure is now 21. Instead of settling at 10, what your number is, that's making you grow versus putting this little number on it or whatever. So, I mean, technically, I still feel like that works best.
That's why you're fucking jacked.
How do y'all like your spaghetti?
I like al dente. I love it with meat and al dente. Yeah, meat and sauce. Sometimes I'm Jewish. I put ketchup on my pasta.
Ketchup? What? I hadn't heard that.
Right, that is a terrible take.
What?
Terrible. I think that's a Jewish thing.
It's like it's a poor person's marinara.
See, I got my my ragu here. I use this.
Ragu.
I put some jalapenos in there too.
Oh, nice, man. Some spice.
Potential sponsorship.
Yes, definitely. Big on spices and burning people's mouths out too.
What's your favorite band? What music are you going to see at concert? What would you go purchase a show and go see it?
You remember those things back growing up? Used to get in mail that'd be like, "Hey, buy one CD, you get 6 free," or something. Well, my first introduction to like pretty much any music that I listen to now was that, and I went by just the album covers, and I remember getting one of those. I didn't pay for nothing because I was like 10, but sent off and got like 6 free CDs back, and it was. I remember like the album cover I thought was the most badass was like Hellbilly Deluxe because it had Rob Zombie's face on it, and it had like white eyes and it looked like a demon, and I was like, oh, that's so badass looking. And then I got like 6 other CDs, like random shit. But Rob Zombie was my first ever favorite, just because his music. Because the music that I've always liked is the stuff that, if you see two like freaking, I don't know, an action movie or something, and then two guys that hate each other, they finally meet each other on a rooftop and they're about to fight to the death, and then this music hits. That's the stuff that I would love to listen to. I love Rob Zombie, Korn,
new metal. You're a new metal guy.
I'm a very big metalcore new metal guy. Definitely.
Nice.
New metal, and Rob Zombie's so good live too.
All right,
Very
we're getting.
I don't like Rob Zombie's hippie stuff though. I'm not big on his hippie music. I like his Hellbilly Deluxe
older
new
stuff,
metal
older stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not big on his hippie music, chill stuff. I don't like chill music a lot.
All right, we're getting a lot of pasta questions.
I feel like I'm gonna have to have like a Shane Mercer pasta shirt.
Yeah, you know what? If we are assembling the greatest goddamn news show you've ever seen, and we already have a weather meteorologist, and we would love a cook. So I mean, that might be pretty dope. So what's people want to know what's the recipe and how you take the pasta. You asked us, but we need to know how the Iron Beast takes his iron pasta.
Iron Demon, fucker.
Iron Demon. Sorry, I'm reading the thing. Somebody asked about Iron Beast.
All right. I just take the noodle. I take any type of noodles, preferably. Well, hold on. I just use egg noodles. That's preferably what I usually use is egg noodles.
Okay.
Egg noodles, put them to a boil. Get some lean beef, the leanest you can find, and then just cook that separately, of course, and then get some jalapeno, put some salt and pepper in it, and then put it in top of spice you're doing it. Sometimes I'll take the jalapeno juice, too, and pour it over the noodles. Ooh. That way you get that a little bit more spicy to it. If you like it really spicy, sometimes I'll take little pieces of serrano or habanero, depending if you're eating with somebody or not, cut those up and sprinkle it around there.
We've eaten habaneros on this show before.
Yeah. Habaneros are awesome. Love
them. Somebody's shouting out your horror slam matches that are super fun. Oh yeah, somebody wanted you to comment on your favorite memories of Iron Beast, the name that I keep accidentally calling you, and I apologize.
Man, I love KTB. KTB was one of my funnest tag team partners I've had, and I feel like that could have been a lot more than it was. We had all kinds of people wanting to wrestle us at one time, and it actually started at Evolve. That's where Iron Beast started from.
Good old Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe put me and KTB together because he didn't have nothing for us at the time, but he was using us, and it turned out awesome. Our debut match was against the Workhorsemen. And
that's JD Drake and Henry.
Yep, we had a badass match with it, and it's instant chemistry.
Sounds like a banger.
He was like, yo, let's just keep doing this. And he was like, hell yeah. And then we just kind of, grew together a lot more with it and got better chemistry and kept going and became probably some of the best friends in real life too. I think one of our standout matches we had that had some of the most craziest shit ever was probably us versus the Ugly Ducklings.
The Ducklings.
Oh, the Ugly Ducklings were awesome.
Oh, because they love to jump off of shit and get probably thrown places.
Yeah, like Undertaker's Old School, where he walks the rope, etc. We did a spot where I had one of the Ducklings up for the tombstone, but I was on the top rope. And then I grabbed KTB's hand, and I start doing the Old School while he's on my shoulder for a tombstone. And then jump off and spring, and KTB pushes his legs down and does a Old School top rope tombstone. And then we also did another insane spot where he did a coast to coast through a door, Death Valley Driver. while at the same time I did a top rope border toss from one side of the turnbuckle to the other through a door.
Legendary shit, dude.
That's awesome.
The whole match was insane.
Good God.
Hell yeah. Somebody asks, after you strain the pasta, do you rinse it? I find too much heat is lost when doing that. Yeah, I don't think you do.
No, I don't rinse it. I just stream it and then let it go after that.
Yeah, I do the same.
Then,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, same here.
What the
but
hell
I have big ass plate. Like, this is my plate. This thing probably weighs 2 pounds.
Wow.
So if it gets cold while I'm eating it, I just microwave it.
Yeah, well, with that said, we want to let you get your grub on. I guess.
I need to know. I need to know what's next for Shane Mercer. Where are we going to see Shane Mercer next?
And where can we find you?
I think the next place you'll see me will be at the GCW anniversary show in New Jersey.
Oh, that's October 8th, 9th weekend? 7th, 8th weekend?
I'm pretty sure, yes. Don't mistake me on that, but I think so.
Dope. That does look like a massive plate of food.
Oh, it is.
I got one. Shane, what is the hand sign that you put up in the ring?
We need the sign.
Oh yeah, I have so many people have trouble with this.
It's so hard, dude. I've been sure.
All you do is you do the peace out sign. You hold that up. You get 2 peace out signs. You take these 2 fingers, put them over the hand, and then you line the pinkies up. And if you do it right, you got 5. It shouldn't be many more at the start.
Oh, whoa.
And then if you want,
wow.
Dude, I still can't do it.
if you want, you turn it up. You got the pentagram.
Dope.
Either way you want.
Larry, we're going to show you, Larry. We're going to show you.
All right, show me.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all about the wrist grab. It's all about the wrist grab.
Over the hand.
Yeah, you get it. Once you get it, you can get the pop.
The hand grab.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh, that hurts the hands.
You almost had it. If you lined the pinkies up, he would have had it.
Line the pinkies up.
Shane, I'm gonna be in Atlantic City for that GCW weekend. I'm gonna meet up with you, and I'm gonna give you a Blvd Bullies Smoking Skull shirt, so you can rep the brand that you so love much.
Much love.
Cooking show contracted coming.
Okay,
Everybody say goodbye to Shane Mercer. Everybody, bye.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you, Shane. Bye,
Enjoy
Shane.
the pasta.
Iron Demon.
Iron
Thank
Demon.
Later, bro. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Later, man.
I guess I'll hang up. No, you hang up. No, you. No, you hang up. Wow,
he's awesome.
What a great guy. What a man of culture. What a nice...
Making pasta.
We got a cooking show as soon as he jumped on.
I think that just like DJ Hyde completely agreed to full-throatedly, agreed to me doing commentary, Shane Mercer, I think, full-throatedly, without a shadow of a doubt, agreed to for him to be an exclusive cooking show host on this very channel.
Cuisine. Yeah.
The Iron Chef, we'll call him.
The Iron Demon Chef.
That's already taken.
The Iron Chef was funny though.
Well, listen, man. Just as awesome as having DJ last week. The guests just keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
Because we just talk. We interrupt each other,
chatting.
but we just talk.
Yeah, well, next week we have another goddamn guest, and it's Dirty Ron McDonald.
No.
Oh my God.
Dirty Ron.
Filthy bitch.
Filthy bitch. Right before the South of Heaven show.
Brian.
What?
Yo,
we left you in charge of talent relations, and you just going crazy.
He probably won't even show.
Don't say that. Why you got to put negativity into the air, Larry?
He's dirty.
He's dirty, but we like dirt.
Instead of the Brutality Theater, it's going to be the Brutality Bullies next week. Here.
Patience, we call it.
On YouTube.
I wonder what Dirty Ron's going to be cooking. Can we ask all the guests to cook?
I wonder if Dirty Ron will probably be cooking meth. I wonder if Dirty Ron's gonna do the. I wonder if he's gonna be doing the show Painted.
Oh, I hope he does. That'd be interesting. Dude. The show that he put on, the Theater of Patience, Brutality, ended up being awesome. Masada's return was dope. Judge Joe Dredd is sick. Mickey Knuckles is
Brian,
sick.
what don't you think is dope? What do you think? CM Punk is not dope to you?
I just don't like him.
I would say that
there's people I don't like. There's things I don't like.
All right, just to dim it down.
I don't like Kid Osborne. Kid Osborne sucks.
Oh,
you like Kid Osborne?
Yeah, you love him so much. It's the one you love the most.
What in deathmatch grinds your gears? Seems like you love everything, but what grinds the gears? What makes you say I don't want to watch it?
I like it less when there's no story. Like when there's no story and they're just smashing to like. I mean, I like it because I like the blood and I like it, but it's just like I need a story. I need a story. I need some Mick Foley in my life.
You need a story.
Yeah, Brian, I think that's where it all went wrong for you. When Mick Foley stopped wrestling, you've just been lost at sea since then.
Dude, it's hard times. It's hard. Foley showed the way.
Well,
his
that was awesome.
Are some of the best shit in the whole goddamn world.
You know,
what?
I mean,
Shane Mercer?
Yeah, it's like because he was coming in live from his own personal hell and cooking pasta, and I just think that that's like a nice, awesome thing.
I love that he has a cat in hell with him.
Yeah, dude, what a cool guy. And you know what my favorite part is too? That he said that his dad was farm strong. I really liked that part of it as well, because that's just like it's his dad, and how his dad was like, just lift it till you can't lift no more, sonny. You know, and I just love that.
That's why he looks the way.
It makes me think of like Field of Dreams. You know, just like good old country people doing just
good old Americana,
working hard and just fucking being good at shit. You know,
reminds me of
I Throw the Wrestlers.
That Pauly Shore movie.
Jury Duty.
No, the one where he's on the farm.
Oh,
Son-in-law. Oh, shut up, god damn it! And see all those movies. Pauly Shore is a great actor,
and we're picking him up on the way to TOD.
Man?
Encino Man was good. Yeah,
Brendan Fraser.
His breakout role.
It's a great role.
Yeah, I really like Shane Mercer. I've always liked his matches, and I really liked his conversation. What a delight.
Do you guys have your picks for this weekend?
For TOD?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all already know who I'm going with.
Who are you going with, Larry?
Slack?
Bro, Aunt Mickey.
Mickey, huh?
First ever woman.
And she lost. She was in the finals last year.
First broad.
That would be a sweet story.
First broad.
Right,
first broad of death match.
And to start along that path, she has to overcome the demon that she couldn't slay the year prior.
Mm-hmm.
Old BB.
That goddamn BB.
Fucking DJ said that story was like wrote itself, and that would be great shit if she did. I mean, it would be insane if she lost, like went to the finals and lost again.
Like Susan Lucci. Susan Lucci.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I'll tell you this.
She's the woman on daytime. She's on.
Oh my children, Erica Kane.
I'm not 48 years old.
She would be nominated.
How you don't know who's Erica Kane?
Susan Lucci. What is this?
She would
General
be
Hospital?
Nominated every year, and she would never win. So it started to be a running gag that always a bridesmaid, but never the fucking bride. Susan Lucci.
Nah, bro. How you don't know who's Erica Kane though?
I don't know what any of you are talking about. It's just not even.
You don't know who's Erica.
It's the broad who almost gets there, bro. But
the non-wrestling. You're talking non-wrestling soap operas, and we don't know what those are.
All my children.
You know the archetype of someone that just Foley. Foley is kind of an example of that.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah, Foley got the belt, but he never got a main event of WrestleMania until.
Yeah, but that kind of makes Mickey cooler if she doesn't win and she takes those huge, ginormous fucking bumps. But I mean, her winning would be sweet thing.
Who do you guys think is going to replace Kid Bandit?
Yeah, good question. I think it's going to be a very big surprise. Everybody's going to be like, whoa.
The fact that it was Kid Bandit, who is like a newer person, makes me feel like it's going to be another up-and-coming person that they replace with them.
Has there been anybody? Has there been anybody who just like dipped their little toes in the deathmatch waters?
Well, Tarzan, someone like Tarzan,
tiny little toes,
or Tarzan, or hardcore hillbilly.
Maybe it'll be.
I can see the hillbilly.
Maybe it'll be Kid Osborne himself.
No, it'll be a home.
Sorry,
it'll be a homegrown, and they've got a guy named Nico Gray, who is like a student of CZW. I'm betting it's going to be him.
And is Kid Bandit like a CZW regular?
No.
Now they are.
Gotcha.
Now they are.
So Nico Gray for Larry. What do you think, Brian? Who do you think the surprise?
I would like it to be like Tarzan. He's been doing a lot of shit lately, and him showing up to replace Kid Bandit would be cool.
I think it should be Shane Mercer.
That was another person I said that it would be sick.
We should have
fucking asked.
Yeah,
him
we should have got him to. We should have gotten him to say that he would be available.
We failed the interview.
Then,
We failed.
Yeah, we suck. We fucking suck. Sean, who do you think it's going to be?
I don't know.
Now you're going to be in the other building, so think about.
I'm going to be in the other building.
Think about people who are going to be at the other building in the evening, who might not mind going there during the day.
I don't even want to think that it's anybody in the building because I feel like there's a lot of talent out there that's not even being used. So it's like I see it like you guys said, like a Tarzan, somebody who's been like hustling and grinding and trying to get up there, showing everybody that he can hang if you give him the opportunity. So I see like a Tarzan jumping in and doing the thing. But who I see winning, that's a whole nother story.
You know who would be an interesting person all of a sudden pop up in Tournament of Death, and to my knowledge, has never been in a Tournament of Death? Low Life Louie.
He's never been?
I don't believe so. In a Tournament of Death, I don't believe so.
There's so many possibilities. It's like an endless list. Like Masada just came back. Drake fucking younger could be a fucking possibility. There's so many.
Also from Brian, that was a good one right there.
It's just I've seen like that's what people want to see. Like there's a lot of. I would if it's Masada or
talk about a legacy player for Tournament of Death 20.
Dude, Masada
not
or Drake
15,
younger.
20. That's the gusto. But does DJ have the capital?
Imagine if it's DJ. Imagine if it's DJ himself.
No, bro, it's not going to be.
That's my pick.
No.
Sean, who
you
do
think DJ's gonna? You think DJ's gonna come for food?
I think it's Joe.
You're gonna commentate that whole goddamn event, Patrick, in your suit.
Yeah, I gotta find my suit. Iron that bitch out. So Larry thinks it's going to be
a homegrown Nico Gray.
No, we're back to. So I'm sorry. Hold on. We're back to who do we think is going to win the Tournament of Death 20?
Oh, Mikola
Knuckles. Mickey Knuckles for you. And Sean thinks it's going to be Big Joe. Break it down, Sean.
I think it's going to be Big Joe. I think it's going to be Joe because he just had a big crazy gash. And it's not stopping him from getting down over here to Delaware and do his damn thing.
The gash is going to win it for him.
The gash got it.
I do think that there's going to be some kind of tension between one Schlack and Judge Joe Dredd because that ruthless, the King of the Kill, during the King of the Kill, Judge Joe Dredd ruined Schlack's chances at winning that. He interfered in Schlack's match and took Schlack out of the competition. So I think Schlack is going to do the same.
That would be
Judge Joe Dredd.
That would be good long-term storytelling, that's for sure.
Setting up a match between Judge Joe Dredd and Schlack actually in XPW.
Wow.
Hopeful thinking, wishful thinking. Nothing wrong with that.
Sean, you think it's going to be Big Joe because of the gash. I feel like DJ on the show had a lot of really nice things to say about the international talent that he's bringing over for the tournament, and I feel like there was a little glimmer and a twinkle in DJ's eye. That's how I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what puts
there might have been a little glimmer,
twinkle in his eye,
little twinkle in his taint.
Yeah. I like to think that Joe is a very big part in the guys and girls from across the pond coming over here and doing their thing. So I could see this guy going the whole way.
I would like a Big Joe.
Dude, finals Mickey Knuckles and fucking Big fucking Joe?
Who do you think?
That would be insane.
Brian.
That would be insane.
Well, we know the first round matches. The first round matches are Schlack and Eric Ryan. Big fucking
King of the Death match.
They're both known to be King of the Death.
Wrestlers, yeah.
Wrestlers.
Big fucking Joe versus Judge Joe Dredd. Mickey Knuckles.
Battle of the Joes.
Battle of the Joes. Mickey Knuckles versus
Fans bring the
rematch.
Joe.
No, Mickey Knuckles versus Beverly.
Oh, Beverly. Sorry, the rematch is better. And then the unknown match is Or Invite versus Unknown. And that's
Unknown.
That's the first round.
So who do you think is going to win, Brian?
And some of us think it might be DJ Hyde.
I think. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm thinking. Schlack doesn't want to look like a weak boy, so I'm thinking that Judge Joe Dredd costs Schlack again, and there's going to be a whole schmaz in that, and Eric Ryan advances.
What if somebody who loses like does like like a Royal Rumble spot and just beats the guy up before they come out to the ring, and now he or she is back in the tournament.
Well, like Judge Dredd beats up Schlack before the match, so he's weakened.
No, like all right, Kid Bandit's replacement is supposed to come out
to WWE.
You never know.
WWE. Yeah. You never know.
I'm just saying, Schlack being the king of the death match champion,
Brian,
makes like he can't just lose. He's not just going to lose without.
Your XPW gravity doesn't work on this planet, Brian. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I just don't think that
Schlack hasn't worked without losing. Without.
I just don't think that. Yeah. Okay. So you okay? Yeah, you're right about that. Maybe he'll get a schmozzy schmickerdoodle, and he'll be able to lose without looking weak, because God forbid somebody.
He might win. Schlack might
God
win
forbid.
the tournament.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think that like DJ is gonna care about setting up anything or valuing any kind of ongoing storyline for another company that's outside of the CZW universe. I think
they did it in Ruthless Pro, though. They did it in RPW.
Yeah, but that's not.
I mean, that's just me guessing that's what it's for. But I don't see why else Joe Dredd would have interfered in Schlack's match, talking shit about the King of the Deathmatch Championship.
I mean, Brian has a point, because both of the promoters, Ruthless Pro and Combat Zone, have rented their rings to Rob Black to run shows
recently too.
So there's a relationship going on here.
Okay,
I get
most of those guys are XPW guys,
and it also comes down to it's like, what, these promotions do want to have like a guy like Schlack there. So it's like, do we not want to give the guy what he's asking for, or what they're asking for, when it comes to the way he's either taking the L or taking the W? I think that weighs a factor too.
I'll tell you this: I like my deathmatch tournaments like Shane Mercer likes his pasta, boiled in water, strained, leanest meat possible, lots of
80-20.
spice.
There's going to be a lot of water in Delaware, so you got that covered.
So what I'm saying is, I don't need there to be. Yes, does deathmatch? That's like the hot thing to say, is that deathmatch is missing story. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's cool. But I don't need my Tournament of Death to have a whole lot of story. I could just have my Tournament of Death be a tournament, hopefully of death, and have a superior winner rising above the ashes.
Pat, all I want to say is this is not just Tournament of Death. This is Tournament of Death XX. This is massive for a company to have run a show and to be having the 20th edition of it.
So Wife Beater's coming back. Zandig himself.
Maybe. I'm going to be there.
God bless you.
We're all going to be there, dude. It's
I'm going to be there.
Special. I'm busting my cherry.
You better bring that plaque with you.
I'm going to have it up my ass.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna have it.
Look what you did. You riled Brian up now. You riled them both up with your up your ass comment.
I will boost my plaque.
Look what you've done now. You've killed the credibility of the entire show, Larry.
I've been on my best behavior today, and I just want to thank Larry for being Larry.
You just riled them all up.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there with bells on, repping that Blvd.
Bells on and plaques in your ass.
Bells on, plaques up my ass.
Look at what you've done. There's no going back now. There's 7 minutes of the show.
I'm
we forgot to ask Shane Mercer his fucking porn name.
Almost dead.
Now he's got
ruined the show.
Porn on the brain
ruined
again.
The show. God, shut up, Patrick.
Okay, Larry, so check this out, right? What you do is you take one love sign, right? You take one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And then what you do is you take your other love sign here, and you bring it over, and with the middle part, you grasp the outside of the other hand. Okay? And then you line up your pinkies, and you extend your thumbs. And you have like 5 points. Yeah, I don't know where your other thumb is. I can't see your other thumb.
Larry,
yeah, you gotta.
These fingers have to go on your wrist.
No. It's your hand. It's your hand.
What's
you're
going
grabbing
on with
the hand.
It's not the
you're grabbing the hand and matching your pinkies. Grab your hand and match your pinkies, brothers.
Oh my God.
And stick out your pointers.
There you go. There you go,
brothers.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
Grab your pinky.
No, flex.
brother.
You got to flex your thumbs. Yeah, okay, that's close enough, Larry. There we go. There we go.
Yo, the way it was described to me was you bring your love together. That's the way it was like you bring your love together.
You know what,
Right.
Larry?
That
I
makes-
have the
that makes
same
complete
problem
sense.
as you. I feel like one hand doesn't want to do it. So switch your hands, maybe.
Oh, that's hard. I can't even think of that. That just blew my mind.
Yeah, one of my
Hurts
hands,
my
like
head.
one of my hands doesn't want to do it. It's like kind of.
Oh, you have to do it with right on.
We call
grabbing
this-
your left hand.
If you do this exercise every day, 90% you will get arthritis.
A arthritis.
Yeah, there are some.
You will have an arthritis.
Yeah, there's some
I got the
exercises.
goddamn arthritis.
Some exercises that prevent. This one, you get.
Right.
Suffer
Listen,
in succotash slash.
I gotta run because I'm almost dead.
Maybe that's my
So get the hell
catchphrase.
outta here.
I gotta run because I'm almost dead.
Low road, die slow. You got to throw those in there.
Don't. Oh yeah.
Hey guys,
yeah.
you want to hear something funny? Prince Nana actually made it onto Hot 97 this morning.
Yes.
Because of his dancing and his driving, his swerving when he drives. It got him onto Hot 97. So shout out to Nana. His driving
Shout
skills.
out.
Was he on Ebro in the morning?
No, I think he did something with Drewski. So if it was Drewski, it was probably like 1 in the
Drewski.
afternoon. He wouldn't be
I
able
love
to be on with
Drewski.
Ebro because of Rosenberg, his WWE affiliate.
I'm laughing at
Wow.
you saying. I'm laughing at you saying, "I'll have the plaque up my ass," and Brian just flipping out. It's
I'll have it
making
up
me
my
laugh too.
ass.
It's making me laugh too.
It's very funny, dude.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
so
Well, I mean,
stupid.
it's Tournament of Death 20. So if there's something that is going to be out of this world, it's going to be Larry showed up with the 20th, the plaque up his ass, his Hall of Fame plaque. Imagine that. Larry walks in.
I'm gonna
he's
make
got
a
the
sign.
plaque
I'm gonna
up
make a
his
sign now
ass.
that says "I have Larry's plaque up my ass."
Yeah, if you want to help me figure out a catchphrase that I could use at the show, as I will no doubtedly be doing commentary, or if you have a horrible sign about if you want Brian to make you a custom "I have a blank up my ass" sign, just see Brian at the show.
Worst stuff, just the worst stuff
Just
you can ever
anything.
think of. I'll do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and he'll
I
just do it.
boofed CZW.
And,
The whole company, I boofed it.
And also, I forget what else is happening as well. And yeah, Brian Larry's going to have the plaque up his butt.
We'll have our merch out to sell.
We'll have
Our
ponchos
merch.
for sale
we're
as
gonna
well.
we're gonna be doing interviews too. I want to interview a bunch of fans.
Yeah, we're going
on-
full Boulevard Bullies vlog.
Yeah, Brian is going to be the boots on the ground.
You're gonna be right there, boots with me.
I'm producing. I'm
Rain
directing and
boots.
producing. Rain boots on the ground.
Right.
And then we'll all have a glorious Wawa dinner at the dumpster like a bunch of proper raccoons.
Waffle House, Patrick. We're going to the Waffle House in. Oh no, you're going the opposite direction.
Yo, are there
You're going the
cigarettes
opposite
before you go,
direction.
Larry? Are there cheap cigarettes? Can we get like cartons in Delaware?
Not in Delaware.
Well, what if
Not
I
in
just go into
Delaware.
the local gas pub and I
I
say,
thought it was like tax free
Not-
over there.
I mean, it's tax free, but not on cigarettes.
can I just say, hey, can I get 10
Ah.
packs of cigarettes? Here's
Yeah.
$50. Can I have-
But you're
Here's
thinking.
$50.
No, dude, you're thinking Virginia. Virginia is where you get the cheap
Yeah,
cigarettes.
but I mean-
not
Gotta
Delaware.
tell Andy
Delaware's-
Lawler. Tell Andy Lawler to bring
in
you a fucking carton of
comparison
cigarettes.
to freaking
Oh, Andy Lawler.
New York.
yeah, in comparison to New York, I'll get like a few packs for $10. Like, yo, let me get 4 packs of cigarettes.
Nah,
They're like
dude, nah,
$4
nah.
each.
You're thinking down south. Delaware is not down south.
It's
Pat.
you're
You're getting fucked.
the
dude.
cigarettes could be $10, Larry. They could be as cheap as $10.
No, they're not. Not in Delaware, or I'd be there right now.
Yo,
You'd
can
be
I
there
tell you
right-
that I paid $4.50 for gas today, dude. Gas
Brian,
is,
we're
like,
gonna
more
we're gonna
expensive.
need a lot more gas than $4.50 worth to go down to Delaware. Let me
No,
tell you.
but you think it's more expensive than $4.50 in Delaware?
You gotta
In
fill that
Delaware right
tank
now,
up
Yeah,
it's
before you
right.
get
because
there.
I just drove through it. It's $3.89.
It said
$3.89.
$4.
$3.89.
$4 and
I cannot
50
believe you guys.
Dude, I got 20 gallons of gas. It was like $100.
I
dude.
know that. I was joking about the. Well, Brian, we're gonna need a lot more than $4. Come on, come on.
I got the joke, dude. But I'm just saying that's really expensive.
We might need $10 worth of gas at least to get down there.
With the family truckster.
Yo, I
siphon everybody else's gas.
think that the Delo. Yeah, that's Brad Tournament of Death. That's what Brian means by interviewing fans. He's gonna be walking through siphoning gas.
Yeah, I'm gonna interview them. While I'm interviewing them, distracting them, you siphon the gas.
Oh, I gotta be the one to blow now. You can't do your.
Okay. Oh, you said you didn't want to interview him, you fucker.
I'm
said you don't want to do it.
I'm filming it. All right, Larry will siphon the gas. Brian will distract them with an interview. I'll have the camera, and we'll all be wearing ponchos. But here's the thing. This is like some fucking 007
like
shit.
the KKK.
Shannon has to do something, too. She's getting a ride.
She'll be doing a hell of a lot.
This is
Book of the Road.
This is a genius thing. All right, I'm ending the show.
Okay.
Thank you for everybody so much.
To all our enemies.
Is the unwritten book of the road.
Out of time.
If you don't make with the head.
Bye-bye.